Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. So my name is Briana. I'm the director of BlueStamp Engineering here in the Bay Area. So basically I run the Palo Alto and the San Francisco programs. I just wanted to take the time today to tell you a little bit about the program and also answer any questions you might have. So put any questions you have in the chat. I'll respond. First, I'm wondering who's here. So are you teachers? Are you students? Mom, is that you? Anyone? Anybody? Okay, cool. Well, let me just start. I've also put a couple links in the description below the video for you, so you can see the student websites that I'll be mentioning, as well as more information about the program and also more information about our new remote program. So basically, BlueStamp Engineering is a 6-week hands-on engineering program where students can come and build projects that they're interested in. So any project you can think of that you want to build, you can build it at BlueStamp. Can anybody think of anything cool that they might want to build? Some ideas are we had a student who built a recycle sorting robot that uses machine learning to determine what a piece of trash is made out of, whether it's plastic, paper, metal. Like smart mirrors, smart homes, as well as robotics projects, a lot of omnidirectional robots, and other things like that. So if you can think of something cool that you want to build, tell me in the chat. But essentially, we have 120 plus projects you can choose from. If you don't like any of those, you can choose something on your own to create. We have small class sizes, so 10 to 12 students in each class with a 3-to-1 student to staff ratio. So each class is going to have a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer, and a computer science engineer. So whatever realm you can think of in engineering, there's going to be somebody there to help you bring your idea to life. So we have programs. I don't know if you are here from the Bay Area or New York. We also have a program in New York. So same thing, just in New York, run by Jesse, who is super awesome. Essentially, you can do anywhere between 2 and 6 weeks, depending on what you want to do. We try to be pretty flexible. We know that everybody has a lot of different things going on in the summer. So we just want to be accommodating. You can choose between either morning or afternoon sessions. So it's 4.5 hours a day, either 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 12:30 to 5. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay. Cool. So essentially you come and you build a project. At the beginning, you'll be creating a program plan. So you will create milestones. And the 6 weeks is basically going to go, you'll meet with your instructor sometime in mid-May. You will decide, you'll talk about your goals, your experience. You'll decide what you want to build. Then you will, sometime in mid-June, the dates vary depending on the location. But for Palo Alto, it's June 15th. For San Francisco, it's June 22nd. I'm not 100% of the New York date, but it's definitely online, or I could look it up for you if you ask. So when you show up on the first day, you're going to have all the parts you need to build this project. And then each day you're just going to be building your project. It's one student per project, so you'll be working on your own project. You will get instructions that are build a circuit that does X, Y, Z, and you're going to have to figure out how to do that. So you don't necessarily need experience to come to the program. We're really just looking for students who are motivated, super passionate about engineering, as well as very persistent. So it's meant to be one of the most challenging programs you've ever done. So you're going to be struggling and failing, and you're going to have to push through those failures in order to create a finished project. So that's basically what we're looking for in students. You don't necessarily have to be the best coder or have tons of experience building projects. Whatever your level is, we have a project for you. So you come to the program, you'll be working on projects. Also, 2 to 3 times per week, we'll have presenters from the industry coming to talk to you. So these are people from like Google or Tesla or Apple. Is anybody interested in, maybe one day working at these companies or having an internship at these companies? These people are going to come and they're going to talk to you about what they do at work, how they got there, give you tips. There's going to be people talking about entrepreneurship. So if you have any questions, you can ask them anything you want to know. We know these people pretty well, so you can reach out to them after the program. And, it's a great way to network where your life and career goes. So even in high school, these things matter. The program is open to all high schoolers. So whether you're 8th grade going into 9th grade or 12th grade going into college, any of those grades can come to the program. So 2 to 3 times per week, we'll have presenters coming and talking to you. And then what's one of the coolest projects a student has made? So I already mentioned one of them. So my favorite project that somebody made was the recycle sorting machine learning robotic arms. So what's another one I really liked? I also really like the smart mirror. So basically it's a mirror that shows like really whatever Internet of Things information you want. It can show you the weather. You can ask it questions, those sorts of things. So I think that's really cool because it's also very useful. So I was saying, so also throughout the 6 weeks, you'll be working on a portfolio website. I linked those in the description below, so check those out. And you'll basically be building a website that talks about everything you've done, all of your milestones. You're going to upload videos and technical descriptions, as well as snippets of code. This is a really great thing to take to your college interviews or internship interviews and say like, hey, when I was in high school, I built this really complex project that most college students aren't even building. And that's going to be super impressive. So you can link it put it on your LinkedIn, put it on your resume, send it in with any applications, and people are going to think like you can tell people what you've done all day, but like with a portfolio website, you'll be able to show them, and that's way more impactful. At the end of the 6 weeks, we have a demo night. So one of the main goals of the program is to have a working project by the end of the program for this demo night. So you're going to invite all of your friends, and it's really cool to see students who come in with no experience and they build a project, and when they talk about it, they just know like every aspect of their project. They're basically an expert on every aspect of their project. So the amount you can learn in 6 weeks is really incredible, especially when you're trying and failing and all the things you learn through that process. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any cool ideas that they could think of to build? Okay, so if you're thinking about maybe coming to this program, what are some of the benefits? So like, why is BlueStamp? What are the instructors like? So all of our instructors they go through really rigorous interview processes. So we interview them to make sure that they're a good fit culturally. So we want people who are super stoked about engineering, who can also inspire you to be super stoked about engineering, but also technically really good. So they know their stuff. And also they have built projects like this before. So if people don't have hands-on experience building these projects, they're not going to be instructors at BlueStamp, because we want people who are going to be able to, help you when you run into something. Some ways that BlueStamp is different from other programs is that it's very student driven. So you'll go to a lot of robotics clubs or a lot of robotics camps, and they'll say like, hey, you're going to build this robot. Here's like a box of parts, and here's, steps 1 through 10 of how you do it. Oh, hi, Eden. Let me finish this thought real quick. So they'll say, here's how you're going to build this project. At BlueStamp, it's basically like, what do you want to build? okay, what are you like super passionate about? Okay, let's create a plan to build that. Here, everybody's building the same thing, and here's the steps to do it. So Eden asked, what is Project with Friends? Is it separate or a part of BlueStamp Engineering? Good question. So Project with Friends is a new remote learning program that we just launched. So basically you can do it individually or you can do it with some of your friends, but we'll ship you the parts to build a project. There are a couple different projects that you can choose from. So they're on the website. And you're going to be building these working with a BlueStamp instructor remotely. So you'll have the parts at home. The instructors will meet with you via video. And you'll also be chatting with all of the other students in the program at that time, building the projects. So it's like a mini version of BlueStamp Engineering, remote. Any other questions? No? Okay, so another couple advantages of doing this sort of STEM program in the summer is like, when you go to college, when you apply to college, you're going to have to apply to a specific subset of engineering, right? You're going to have to apply to like mechanical engineering or to be an electrical engineer or computer science. If you don't have any experience doing any of these things, how are you going to know that you like them? Especially because you don't start building projects until like your second or third year in college. And that's a pretty inconvenient time to be like, oh, actually, I hate working with circuits, you know? So BlueStamp is a really good way to get your hands dirty with all of these sort of concepts in engineering and see maybe what you do like, what you don't like, what you're good at, what you're maybe not so good at, and what you really want to, you know, continue learning. Does anybody have any other questions? Okay, I don't have any more information for you, but if you have any questions about either the summer program, New York, Palo Alto, or San Francisco, or about the projects with friends, feel free to email me. My email is briana@bluestampengineering.com, and I will respond back to you. I hope to see some applications if some of you are students. I hope this was helpful. If you come up with any questions, feel free to email me. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining.